You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love.
Hey, Ed, let's get the show started.
Okay, hello. I believe we're working on the 70th episode of the Skateboarding Bros Show this evening. And who better to bring it than to bring with it on the show with us our friend Clyde Rodgers from Kauai. Just living the dream. What time is it out there, Clyde?
2 p.m. middle of the day.
So we can go surfing and then ride the motorcycles before dinner tonight. Before we wake up, he'll be gone around the island a couple times.
Surf early in the morning early, and then work, and then ride in the afternoon. Yep.
It's a tough life. So Clyde used to be in Daytona. He used to show up at all of the big contests in Florida, as well as make his presence known on multiple trips to California. And he's got quite a history in Florida skating, going back to the early of the days, and getting also the sideways sport. He's a surfer and a skater, so I think him and McCrannell's had a leg up on a lot of us guys who didn't know how to go sideways from the get-go. But now, welcome, Clyde, and thanks so much for joining us.
It's interesting. You just talked about surfing and skateboarding. I couldn't even tell you which one came first for me. I almost want to say they came at the exact same time. Living.
How old were you then? You think when was that moment?
That's a little cloudy as well, but I think 10 years old, 9 or 10 years old. Yeah. So like right there at 1971-ish.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And we I lived just a half a block from the beach, so we surfed our local spot, Seaview and Hartford Approach and Daytona Beach, North Daytona. And then skateboards just seemed like everyone had a skateboard. Now, the one thing I'm wondering, I want to say, but I don't remember, but you guys could help me. I want to say we rode clay wheels with ball bearings when we started skating.
I guarantee you, or metal wheels.
No, they were
metal wheels, all ball bearing.
Yeah, but no, I know that part. But how early when did urethane come out?
So urethane came out in 72,
okay.
72 or 73. So I never rode clay wheels. So it was because I started in 73, and that was just as the Cadillac wheel. They were loose ball bearings.
Right.
But I bought a Bane with Chicago trucks and Cadillac wheels at Suncoast Surf Shop on St. Pete Beach.
Yeah. Oh, Suncoast, St. Pete.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island.
Yeah. So that ties in right about when you're talking. You must have seen a urethane wheel on a skateboard and just went boom.
Well, no, that's what I'm kind of getting at, because I do remember that, as they say, it changed everything, I mean, we were riding clay wheels.
Yeah.
I was part of that. I was part of the clay wheels.
Chicago wheels with Chicago trucks, and they had one bushing. There was not a split bushing. The little thingy went up to the top of the big bushing. It was crazy.
Yeah, but I do remember the wheels. And then when the rubber came out, I think that's about the time we started putting a piece of plywood up against something, and we started riding. Those were the first half pipes or quarter pipes, or
the first bank riding. But
yeah.
At some point, we started putting grip tape on. So I'm sure the very, very first boards didn't have grip tape on them.
Oh, yeah.
I remember even my Bane board, when I bought it from Suncoast Surf Shop, it was a flat piece of fiberglass, and it had no grip tape.
Light etching. That was about it. Something, and then Wayne Brown's. There was nothing really that had grip tape on it until the Logan Erskies, or was it the Gordon Smiths? with a little rubber tread down the
with the
middle.
rubber, with the 4-inch wide rubber strip down the middle. Whoop. Yeah.
So okay, so we're off to a good thing.
Things are happening fast back then, very fast, and just going from clay wheel to the urethane wheel to the sealed bearing just changed everything really fast, and it was exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, it
So
was
they
that way across the board for sure, all the way to skating sensation basin. I mean,
Clyde, you got any pictures of that first little piece of plywood just stuck up on the seawall or whatever?
I got a quiver shot. I don't know if that's your old
I have a
original
couple of
one.
early ones, yeah, not with me.
I will get that shortly. I wanted to ask Clyde though, do you remember where you were or who it was when someone skated by you on sealed bearings? And you went, "What the hell is that?" I remember Howard Word I think it was Howard Word at Moss Brothers. We're out there cracking teeth going down a rough
That was a rough
parking lot.
asphalt.
It was wicked. And everybody, you could hear people, from miles away. And then he goes by with road riders and seal bearings. And I was like, whoa, this is magic. This changes everything.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. That's really specific.
I remember the very first time I saw urethane wheels, and it was on Island Estates. And Dennis Roshank was towing Mark Griffiths along with a ski tow rope, towing him behind his bike. And I showed up. I was there. I can't remember what I was doing there. I saw them like, what the fuck? Is that one of those new $30 skateboards? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, can I try it? And he just took off. Fucker.
Gone.
Gone.
So, Clyde, what was the first skateboard park that you ever showed up at, and what was your impression then?
Well, our first skate park, I think we had the first skate park, and that was Skateboard City. Skatboard, they call it Skatboard City.
Port Orange.
Port Orange. Yes, Port Orange. Yeah, Port Orange by the railroad tracks. And then, of course, we had Moon Forest. Luckily, we had Moon Forest.
That was a wonderful little park.
Yeah, I think we were kind of lucky as far as that goes. Everywhere popped up quick along, just like the pieces parts of the skateboard. Skate parks and ramps and pools. Man, that was a great time.
Yeah, fast.
The 70s is the golden era,
What I always admired about your skating, but you were a lanky kind of a skater, but you've never seen a wall, and you're going up and doing this beautiful style on a wall with the skateboard. No one in history has ever seen that, since cave paintings in France didn't have any of that. But here you are creating this thing. It must have been something in your head that was motivating or something interesting. So,
well, first of all, I wasn't the only one going up on the walls, and that was just the evolution. We just surfing. Okay, that's when surfing and skating were exactly the same.
Right.
We were carving on our surfboard. Uh-oh.
Yeah, keep going.
there you go.
Wow, pictures. We were carving on our
We'll start talking about some of these things. But surfing, the whole skateboard to start, like Port Orange was a surfer kind of a style. It was a big wall. You surf on it.
Yes. And so
big left-hander.
I think surfing, kind of like the egg and the chicken, right? Surfing probably came before skateboarding, because we skated the same as we surfed, which was carving, and pretending we're getting tubed underneath the palm frond over the sidewalk, and all of that was very similar to surfing. But then the skateboard, being so small and maneuverable, turned into quicker maneuvers, and then wanted to translate what we thought we could get away with on a skateboard into surfing, like maybe aerials or hitting the lip, and then they kind of, to me, they went back and forth. You know, you'd you'd want to do a surf move on your skateboard, but then you'd want to try to do a skateboard move on your surfboard, such as maybe sliding on the lip, you know, of the wave, or flying out of the wave.
Right.
And then, so they complemented each other very well, I thought, being a surfer and a skater. And like what Ed was saying earlier, as far as maybe being main inland, you know, not really understanding the surfing, what it is to be a surfer, I guess. They're exactly the same. Surfing and skateboarding are really exactly the same, except for the course, the concrete.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts.
So in skateboarding, though, we started with riding four wheels down, but then we discovered we could do tic tacs and kick turns and stuff, and so that's where they started differentiating. Because surfing, you couldn't do those. You couldn't pick up you could pick up your nose, but so you started getting more of this is kind of what you were talking about with the quick maneuverability of a skateboard. But then, yeah, we started taking surf moves. I remember when the laybacks weren't invented on a skateboard.
There you go.
What's his name? Peter Townend. Was it Peter Townend invented those? But anyway, the layback came from
Probably surfing.
Yeah,
would think
surfing.
that would have been.
What are we looking at here?
I think I see Mitch Kaufman and Clyde Rodgers. Other than that, it looks early days.
No.
Northcon helmets.
Yeah, let me jump in here because this is before you guys.
Of course,
Oh yeah.
This is actually, that's the lady there is Sandy, and that's either her husband or a guy named George that used to work at the Daytona Beach Surf Shop. That's her Daytona Beach Surf Shop skateboard team. Okay.
Nice.
That Daytona Beach Surf Shop was just a block south of Main Street, Daytona Beach on A1A. And that's Skateboard City. That's Skateboard City right there.
All right.
And yeah, we wore those helmets, and that was some kind of competition there, obviously. And that is, oh man, I see front and center with a tiny little face is Tim Nolan, and then you got
Ed, can you put your cursor on whoever
that's
it is?
me. I'm see the guy standing up with his arms crossed.
Yeah.
Him. Okay, I'm right next to him. That's me right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The long blonde hair. And yeah, that's that very first skate park, Phil, right there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Rivaling with Carlsbad, right? Carlsbad, California goes back
I
and forth.
went to a contest there. I've got some Super 8 footage of some piece of contest there sometime. I don't, you might be in it.
At Skateboard City?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one. They had a big wooden ramp that you went down, and then you went into that big bowl out the back. And yeah, and that was mostly carving, and maybe we'd do a one-footed Mohegan, you know, and that was pretty cool. Those were good times back then.
Is this Mitch?
Early.
Is this Mitch?
No, none of those guys. No, that's
I'll have to mark
that might have been. Yeah, that would be the Mitch crew right there, probably. That guy right there. That
all Daytona Beach characters. There's no Jacksonville characters here.
That might actually be Bobby Mandarino.
Oh,
I was thinking when I saw that, it looks like Bobby. Yeah, that looked like Bobby.
76?
76, it looks like.
Wow, great.
76, right? That number you mean on his chest? Yeah. Anyway, I think that's Bob Mandarino, Tim Nolan, myself, John Bowes.
Yeah, I can see your face in that picture. That's Clyde. Yeah. Now I'm doing facial recognition.
Oh my gosh, that's got to be. We were probably. It had to have been only 12 years old.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, really, because I went on my first California trip when I was 13, and
Wow.
and
So now, I got a
that was
question.
it.
How
That
do
was
you
it.
get somebody to support you to do that when did your parents surf? Did they supported you in doing this?
Um, you know, my dad supported me skateboarding, sure. As far as uh he didn't come out to watch so much, but
Yeah.
he's actually the one that yeah, he Charlie Gonzalez is the one that so anyway, let me back up a little more. Right after this, we started Charlie Gonzalez took me to a surf contest, a Brewer surf contest, and said we should sponsor this guy anyway. So I started skating with Brewer, and then Charlie and David Rodriguez, um, Jeff Croyle, and
Oh,
another
Chief.
Chief. Yeah, Chief, you got it. And so we all got in his truck, David's truck, and drove to California to skate. And
Oh
it was
shit!
15 years.
you're 13 years old?
1974, 75, and we drove. So anyway, he asked my dad, back to the dad. He asked my dad, he said, is it okay? He says, well, you're going to be responsible for him, and you are the what do you call them? Guardian, some kind
Yeah.
of guardian.
Chaperone.
Chaperone. Okay, Charlie was deemed my chaperone. So from since then, Charlie is my skateboard dad, and he really is, and he's been a great skateboard dad ever since.
Charlie Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Charlie Gonzalez. Yep.
We got pictures of him skating that giant wooden ramp in Jacksonville at Kona that nobody could handle.
Oh, the Kona debacle ramp. Yeah.
The monolith, I think they called it.
I'm surprised anybody skated it, to be honest with you.
Nobody's.
Nobody skated it, huh? So we went to
What else
California.
we got? Throw something else up here.
Wait, he's not done. He's
Yeah,
not
let
done.
me share this last part about California because so my first trip, so I broke my arm skating that half pipe Utopia. I think a Utopia in California.
Yes, that had the
And-
bricks.
Yeah, the bricks on top of the half pipe. Yes, brick
Yep.
wall. And so I broke my arm in there, and I'm in the hospital, and the nurse lady calls my dad and gives him a hard time, and he told her to mind her effing business. He's fine.
Awesome.
Totally told her that. Said, you mind your effing business. He's fine. I sent him out there with the friends. He's good.
But
So
she was dumping on skateboarding. What was she doing?
No.
she was dumping that. I was a 13-year-old kid, ran off to California, and I shouldn't have been there so young with other 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds.
Perfect timing. Come on.
I mean, if I was 13, those guys had to just gotten their driver's license.
Jeez, that's so great.
And but that was a great trip. That was some early surfing. Real quick off of that was the first time I ever seen kneeboard surfing. I went walking about one early morning, and we were in Encinitas, and I walked up some steps and up on the beach, overlooking the spot, and I still get goosebumps. The waves were going off, and kneeboarding was I guess early stages, right? 74, and it was quite a scene, quite a show. Kneeboard
It
surfing.
was the Maury Boogie era, right?
Yeah.
No, it was way before Moray Boogie. Yeah, that was before.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. This was
All right.
kneeboarding when they used swim fins and short fish style surfboards,
Yep.
like Steve Liss.
What caused that? Was it a shorter board or a wider board? Why would need kneeboarding?
Yeah, they're kind of shaped like your helmet, round and short, and they were short because they just, they were swim fins, so it was kind of like a boogie board, yes. But then as soon as they caught the wave, they would scoot up onto their knees and they would surf the wave on their knees. And so
Not
they
to
used
get off on topic, but I'm pushing for mountains now to have a reservoir at the top and just pump water down multiple spots for boogie boarding down the mountains on moguls and stuff. Easy run, heavy run. I think it could, and then you recycle it, go back up, this kind of thing. So anyhow, the boogie boarding to me is just
snowboarding.
fabulous. Not to go off topic, but I did.
All right. But anyway, that's right after this picture. This picture here is super early. But I think we were on urethane wheels at this point. Yep.
I would think so. I don't think they built Skateboard City until the urethane wheel came out, or maybe not. I don't know. That's interesting.
Now
That's pretty progressive.
This crew. Wow. I see us. I see some of our guys, but
Is that Kelly?
Who's who? That's Kelly.
Looks like Charlie is in the lower left. Looks like Charlie's down there, lower left, right there.
I see,
and then
Marinac?
that's Royal. That's Chief right there.
There's
Okay.
Sea Dog.
And then our
Oh,
new
there's Sea Dog up and upper right.
Yeah, Sea Dog up there. Yep. And Jeannie Narducci, you got it on there, I think.
Ah, that's right.
And then I don't know who that is. And then that's Robert Huffam. Go back up to that, holding that Logan Earth ski. Yeah, right there. That's Robert Huffam.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's he shoots the photos. And then
is that you?
That might be me.
Shit.
There's me right there. That might be me, but I can't see it real well. That's skateboard.
There's a lot of girls on this team. 1, 2, 3.
I've never seen this picture. Never seen this picture. I see Charlie.
Oh, the Alpha board is out, so this is pretty early.
That must be Kelly. I think you might be right. Yeah. Wow. That's really, really, really old. I don't know where that is. Oh, is that up at your place, Phil? Is that in the?
I don't know.
Well,
I'll certainly take credit for it if nobody claims it. Yeah, that was my place.
Well, that's.
I don't recognize the door situation and any of the clothing.
I was just looking at that door. Yeah.
I don't think that was Sensation Basin. That's someplace else.
All right. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a good crew right there. That's cool, man.
Sea Dog didn't say much, but he do frontside grinds all day.
You know what? I talked to Sea Dog about 3 or 4 years ago. He's still in Daytona. I don't know what. I just got his phone number. Somebody had his phone number. I said, "Oh, let me have that." And so I called him and said hello. Yeah.
I pitched an offshore artificial reef off Daytona after those storms a couple years ago. I said, put some reefs out there that would create waves. Then you got surfing and all kinds of tourism and competition. It didn't go very far.
Yeah.
Get this up here. So this is Oaks Pool.
Yep.
I
can't see who that is because they're underneath. They're behind the pictures.
Oh, hold on.
Like,
is that better?
No, you'd have to move it to the left.
It's all the way on the left side of my screen. It might be something on.
I'm seeing it fine.
I'm seeing it.
Really?
So you know where those pictures are? Put the cursor next to them. There should be a black border, and you just click and you hold it down and then slide the pictures over. I think I'm telling him the right thing to do.
I better not mess with this one. Where's
Mama? That's you. That's you.
Why, do you want a computer screen?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't see it. It says Robert Holman Photography, lower left.
Oh, Huffam.
Yeah, no, I see all that, and I see the legs. I see the picture. It's just us three. Our pictures of us four is hiding the head. And the only reason yeah, that would be me. I recognize those shoes.
That's under the view mode on your personal computer.
Because if it does it on the next one, we're gonna have to work with you on getting that resolved.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Oh, okay. Well, so that's not me.
Which one?
Or no, that would be me. God, it looks like Ben. So Ben Duffett Ben Duffett, the one that I used to run with, him and I are the ones that found Oaks Pool. He skates exactly like, well, for a moment, he skated exactly like me and vice versa. And God, that looks like the front side grind is me for sure. I see that over there.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
me.
Oh, no, there's no
The
Clyde
co-
slide.
the one in
No Clyde
color.
slide on there.
Yeah.
The other one though looks like Ben,
Yeah,
and he
no
used to
Clyde
wear
slide.
he used to
Indy
borrow my
trucks.
stuff, so that could be him. He used to borrow. He never had anything, so he would borrow my helmet. He would borrow my stuff. Yeah.
George, you see something there?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's no Clyde slide on the right, on the black and white, no Clyde slide. But Indy trucks looks like Park Rider wheels, maybe.
Yeah, see, I don't see any of that stuff. It's hidden behind the pictures
All
again.
right. So, we got to figure this out.
But wait a minute, the one on the left, there's a Clyde slide.
No,
Exactly.
That one's me.
Yeah, that's definitely Clyde.
I think they named the Clyde side after Clyde. That's what I heard.
Put the arrow on the edge of the black window that has the people in it.
Okay, but where am I going to take it?
No, hold on. Anywhere, left or right. Where do you have room for it?
On which edge?
On the edge where it has the little line and then the other line and the little Rubik's Cube. You see those?
Yeah.
Yes. So just click in there in the black space and slide those things out of the way. They can be on the bottom, the side, the top, wherever you want them.
Okay.
And you might have to move them occasionally once you move them this time because.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got you up top now. Okay.
Oh, yay. Hooray.
That worked. All right.
I think that's Ben. I'm giving Ben credit on that one. Yeah.
That's a styly. That's got some steez going on there.
You know what? Ben had great style. He used to love to say, "I can outskate you and outsurf you any day, Clyde."
I want to talk about the Clyde slide because this is the first time we've seen it in any of the pictures.
Oh, we're gonna have more. I got
all right.
adverts.
All right. I'm just an impatient guy. You know?
Yeah.
Well,
Bill.
sorry about that.
Anyway, oh my gosh.
No.
So that's Ben there. So that's also Ben holding my hand there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Ben. Yeah.
I thought it was some poor volunteer who got.
No, I have a great story. I can't wait to share this story with you. So that's also Ben, and he was holding my hand up there, and he says, "Clyde, I can't look. I'm not going to look. Just tell me when to let go." And if you look at him, even in the pictures that are in Craig's book, right, the Ollie, he's not looking. He's not looking. He's totally looking the other way. And sure enough, man, I remember that. I remember he was, oh my God. I got up there and I was all ago, right? And I get up there and he starts kind of scaring me. He starts saying, "Oh my God, dude, I don't know. I'm not going to look, Clyde. I'm not going to look. You just let me know." And now I'm starting to freak out thinking, man.
Didn't he say you don't have to do this, Clyde? So you don't have to do this.
Yeah,
he's talking me out of it. And I'm thinking, shit, man, I got
this is not the pool bowl. This is not a ramp.
That's exactly right.
Hold on. Yeah. It's 4 feet, folks. It's 4 feet straight down plexiglass. And on the bottom, there's no more vert. It's 8 foot. Was it 8 foot training?
8 foot, maybe 8 foot transition. Yeah.
And no flat bottom and rumply bumpy. And then what do you have? Another 4 foot extension on the other side.
Well, and I had 6 feet of me, so yeah, I'm way up there.
This is Clearwater, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. This is a Clearwater Pro, or the Clearwater Pro Am, or no, what is it called? The
As y'all know, I did have a lot of confidence in my Clyde slide, and it did work. It worked, but that was a moment. That was a moment. One of those life moments. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of the story of the mother. The daughter's a waitress, and she's carrying a gazillion trays of stuff. And mother says, well, don't drop it or whatever. Drop it. And of course it happened. So your advisor there was not advising. He was.
Yeah, no, he did too. I remember telling him too. I remember saying, okay, Ben, let go. And he let go and I went. Now, no, I'm not. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute. Zoom came out with all kinds of new things. So how long did we make it? A half hour before I messed up?
What are you talking about?
No, nothing at all.
We went dark for a hot minute.
Hey, Ed.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much for that trip to LA just recently. That was super fun.
It was great, man.
Ed and I hooked up with friends at the
Hall of Fame,
Skateboard Hall of Fame. George,
Money,
that was awesome.
Professor, gotta love Professor, man. He's too cool.
So this guy, wait, we got to go over this again. So this guy who could beat your ass any day on a skateboard or
outsurf you or outskate you,
is now afraid to look.
Yeah,
he's got bare feet on. It was no fault of no small feat just to get up to this area. And then he's up on 30 inches of this. Over here is Highway 19. This is unbelievable. When they built this park, they thought that people would never get to where this guy's elbow is.
Hey, the circus is in town.
That's Bear. That's Bear in the lower left. The photographer is Bear.
One flat skateboard, boy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, flat, heavy ass. I'm surprised that plexiglass didn't collapse with the weight of that Markel board up there.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Oh, so gnarly.
Okay, so I'm going to say
I've never seen that picture.
I got to say this because no one's going to believe it. This is a make.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, it was a make. And look at Ben. Ben's still not looking at you. Ben's still got his head turned.
Yeah.
That fucker.
He's listening. He's listening for the splat.
So Ben's nickname is Fathead. Fathead, as in overly confident. Yeah.
Oh yes.
My God,
awesome.
dude.
What a great shot.
I like that. Did he have bruises on his head? Because you had the Pack Song thing on his head going.
Hey, in all fairness, we got to bring him on to give his side of the story because nobody has done this kind of crap ever in the world. So this is big time stuff. People get nervous,
No, Ben and I, we're absolute best friends. He's my bestest friend from kindergarten. Yep.
Tell him if he wants to make a public statement, we can insert it somewhere.
Yes. Give him equal time.
Oh, there's a couple nice pictures. And there's a couple good stories right there too. I have a couple good stories right here.
Hot dog.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go turn the chicken. I'll be right back.
All right. So
pick a picture then, Clyde.
How old are we, Clyde?
Well, okay. Well, God, I love that picture. That Merry Christmas picture was pretty cool. That was Skate Rider magazine back when Wave Rider magazine did the skateboard on one side and the surfing on the other. And they did that particular magazine. It was I think this was maybe the second issue. The first issue I had the cover. The very first issue I had the cover. The second issue I had an interview and the centerfold. And so that right there is the centerfold, which is for Christmas, as you can see.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the cut there, whatever it is.
Yeah, and that's Oak's pool. That's Oak's pool from a different angle. That's her house. She used to make us cookies and spaghetti and bring us water with lemon and all that kind of stuff out of that.
What's the story with Oak's pool? Is this somebody's house or what was it?
Yeah, Miss Oakes. Good question, Phil. Thanks for asking. Miss Oakes.
I never knew that. Today I learned it was Miss Oakes. That's why it was Oakes.
So the Dr. Oakes, her husband, he was never around because he was a doctor. And Miss Oakes was always around, and she loved having all us kids running around in her backyard. And so Ben and I, this was back in that mid-70s range, right? When you could walk around through people's backyards and not get shot. So we used to do that all the time, jumping fences and looking for pools, right? They did the same thing in California. And and we found other pools, but this one here had some water in it, and we asked the lady, Miss Oakes, if we could drain her pool and skateboard in it, and she said yes. And so we did. We drained it. We started skating in it. It had a bad kink, as you can see there, where the bowl
Yeah.
meets the wall, and
How could they build a pool with a bad kink? I don't understand that.
now they, but
Okay.
so she let us concrete the
That's
kink.
the weird one right
We
there.
had a couple of years of skateboarding in that pool, and people came from all over to skate that pool, and it was rough. You know, every surface back then was rough, so nothing was any different. But anyway, so yeah,
That's what I'm hearing now. The people today got it too easy. All the
Oh, yeah.
surfaces are smooth. Back then, hey, face it.
yeah, even if you fell, you know, the pads would get ripped off our knees, and they would, you know, just be right onto the strawberry
Well, this
raspberry.
doctor didn't care about liability or anything
Oh.
else. They just emptied the pool and let your kids go crazy.
I
Check this
guess
out,
so.
though, Clyde. You've got no elbow pads and no knee pads on, just for the picture. Had to be for the cover picture. We always wore our pads.
Well, okay, you're right. Actually, I remember that day too. We had skated out. You can see I'm all sweaty, right? You see the shirt? It's all sweaty. And then I think somebody showed up to shoot pictures right when we were leaving. And
Yeah.
they said, can you, I don't know who was that you, Phil? It wasn't Huffam.
I didn't take that picture. No, I don't know.
Colleen, maybe
I don't-
Colleen, or what was the guy's name from Jax? Joaquin.
Oh, Joaquin. Yeah, Joaquin. That sounds familiar. So anyway, you're right. We just stuck a helmet on, jumped back in there and did a couple grinds, and I got that picture out of it.
Those
I had a
Kryptonics.
flash. I had to have a flash. I was
Now
filming
the other
not video. So,
the other one right there with Charlie, that's Spider Bowl. Spider Bowl. That's Spider Bowl in Melbourne Beach, Florida. And we also had Rodney Jesse with us this trip. And this was actually before the Oaks pool. That was
Wow.
as you
Yeah,
can see.
those are some older boards there.
Yeah,
Looks
Brewer.
like Bennett trucks,
Yeah.
solid wood boards.
yeah.
Early urethane there. So that's me and Charlie right there. And we got to skate that pool for 2 days, and it was all about skating. And
So what year was this? 75, 6, 7, 8?
I'm guessing that the Brewer one there is probably 75.
Yeah, it couldn't be
Wow.
76 or 7 because those were history, those boards by then. 77, 78, those would have been gone.
Yeah. So I have a story too about the Spider Bowl. Okay, here's my story. You know, I didn't know anything about marijuana or anything back then at that age. And I'm just down there skateboarding. Well, anyway, so we, like I said, we stayed there for 2 days. So we got to sleep over at the house at the Spider Bowl, which was on the river in Melbourne. And so Charlie says, "Hey, Clyde, go look what's over there in those trash bags." So inside the house, there were a couple of big trash bags over in the corner. And so I go and look in the trash bags, and both those trash bags are full of marijuana. And
The bales came in.
I think, yeah, that was back in the Bales days, you know, maybe, or pre-Bales actually, because I remember I was driving when Bales were, because we used to drive up and down the beach looking for them. I never found any, but that was the thing back then. But
Square
anyway,
grouper.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Besides the skating of Spider Bowl, which was great, it was a perfect pool with kind of a kinky. Of course, we weren't hitting the coping back then. We were I think just hitting the tile was the goal back then. But so we got to skate that, and we got to skate with Rodney Jesse, and of course he was
He was a pro.
mentality speaking, as far as skateboarding goes, he was ahead of us, you know.
Yeah, he was early Dogtown guy.
We'll never admit that California was ahead of us skateboarding, but as far as the mentality goes, maybe they were. So we did get to skate with him. And then the other thing was the fact that, yeah, that was my first recollection of substantial amount of marijuana. We didn't get into it, but I just remember that. That's one of those weird little things that you remember. And of course, that whole crew down there, that's what they were into, I guess. Not the skaters, but the guys we were hanging with. I had no idea, but I guess there was some funny business going on when people would travel. They would,
No.
yeah, there must have been something going on
Unheard of.
that we as little kids did not know about.
I read about it in Time magazine. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, then again, that's Ben Duffett.
Same
Ben
picture,
Duffett
sorry.
Same
on that.
picture, yeah.
Great picture. And Ben does have some great pictures. Robert Huffam took some amazing pictures of Ben. And then the one on the right is Kelly Lynn.
Yeah.
You know, and that's him. That's Kelly Lynn doing the tail stand. And that's me looking at him from
Yeah.
the
You two were two wonderful characters in the competition world. Well, both of you get up there and teammates and stuff and just dominate. It was just fabulous. I just want to let you know that. So.
Well, I appreciate that, Phil. No, you don't realize that. No, I really appreciate that because, you know, back then you don't really realize that, you know, and I look at it nowadays and I think, God, what a little bubble, you know, we were in our own little bubble, right?
Yeah.
Our own mind bubble of, I just want to do this and I just want to do that. And oh my God, look at freaking so-and-so doing this and doing that. It's just amazing. Well, I got to do that, you know, or I'm going to do something that they can't do, you know, right? That kind of thing. So it was such a small, even though it's a big world, it's a small world at that time for when I,
we would go 7-8 months without seeing 90% of our friends. And then in the summer, we'd go, holy shit, he got better. What happened to him? Is he okay? And this, my God, I hate him now. You know, it was like that. It was so fun though, because, you know, somebody would show up and we're like, yeah, they came. You know, there was no internet, no long distance cell phones.
There was long distance calls and there was letters. But look at Kelly's board there.
Forgot about letters. That's
interesting. Look back to Kelly. So he's got it all routed out and the giant wheel wells trying to make that fucking tank of a Markel. Even though it was only 27 inches, it probably weighed 12 pounds.
That was a good shot there.
You know, yeah, Kelly's creative, man. He was really creative. He was really clean.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, he's got a lot of style. Kelly's got style. I mean, look at that picture. That's a great picture, man. That layback right there.
Yeah, there's some history to that picture.
Yeah, I don't know that picture. That one's not me.
So,
I mean, not part of my skating.
Are we going to get sued for showing these pictures?
Well, okay.
Put black tape over something or whatever.
So the short answer to the picture, the layback rollout, is no, we're not going to get sued. I took this picture. George photobombed this picture. Kelly grabbed a copy of it and said, can I have it to do what I want with? I said, absolutely. And he put in the fence and the building and everything. He built it in the background because he liked the picture, and he let Pat Parker stay in the picture. I was shooting with an Nikon and with a fisheye, and I knew Kelly was doing them. I was just standing there talking, and I'd see him come up, and I just, you know, the bane of all good photographers, the guy with the automatic Nikon, you know, just ba-deem. And so I put one up and I sent it to him. So that's a make.
This was all on film, right? Was this film or digital?
Digital, DLSR, the hated photographer camera. So then I never even knew. This is how fast I got out. Kelly had flyaways. I thought he painted all his own helmets.
No, he had a hot minute where he was riding for GNS. Yeah. And so both you guys were, Clyde, right? You both rode for GNS for a minute. So that's why he's on a Pine design here. And I would bet that's California.
He's got the Clyde slide on there.
We skated, that was a later trip that we went. And yes, when we went with Gordon Smith and went out there and got to go to their factory and all. But we skated Oasis and Del Mar and maybe a couple others. But I remember those two.
You skated Whittier. I remember that. You skated in the contest at Whittier, the
Okay,
Hester
yeah.
Series contest.
Yeah. All right, Whittier. Yeah. Yeah. That does sound.
That's what we do. We beat our guest into submission. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you,
I
I have to confess,
Yeah.
I don't have the remembering mind that some have, but
Yeah.
that's me. You know, I'm gonna have, and you know what, George, or not George, Ed pointed out, and I can see it, and I have to confess, my stink bug air.
Stink bug. Oh my
Stink
God.
bug air, stink bug invert. Yeah, I get it. That's okay. I'll take it.
You got
Okay.
Tim Scroggs is down here.
See,
It's funny to see the people that are.
and what's that guy's? And that's up top there is
Greg Machide,
yeah.
Right.
Alan Lansbury, maybe. I don't know who that is. It's from Clearwater.
Is that Ronnie Brown on the far right?
This might be Ronnie. This is Machide for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Oh, but that's this is not big. This isn't big air. This is just your run, your contest run.
Yeah.
So,
I never did big air. I mean,
This
we
is
did
scary.
a lot of air, but I don't know if any of us did big air yet.
No.
Maybe
Alan and Mike did, but they were in another world.
there's one guy did big backside air. You guys know who that is.
Sean Petty with 1 foot.
Okay. Sean, good job, George.
Foot dangling.
Yep. Good job. Yeah, one
God,
guy.
that was so scary.
Yeah, so I mean, Tim Schiller did pretty good air, but that was frontside goofy foot. That was the biggest goofy foot air, frontside air I'd ever seen on third wall was Tim Schiller's.
I mean, it all came shortly after, all those guys. I mean, geez, I mean, then, Fulmer, I was thinking about him just yesterday. God, he was my favorite for a second, and then he got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, Alan and Mike.
And then Monty came on board and
Everybody sucked
yeah.
except Monty.
That was right after me. I've told Ed that on this last trip I never got to meet Monty that I remember or the other tall guy. Anyway, but I did get to finally meet Monty in California there, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we got a little video clip of that. A little 9-second. So this is the marketing from Mr. Mark Kell. What was his last name?
Mark Lewis. And the story behind Markel, not really important, but so Mark is him and his wife is Ellie. And so Mark and Ellie.
Okay, good.
And yeah, Mark. So we had the Clyde slide actually before Mark. My dad built a few. There's a couple of pictures of me and one of David Rodriguez, not David,
Hackett.
Well, Hackett's got the new version, but I'm talking about the old one where we literally hand cut it. And then Markel's the one who cleaned it up and even marketed it for a minute. Yeah. So built a skateboard.
About 6 months ago, we had Dan Murray on as a guest, and Dan Murray was he did a commercial for Burger King. And don't worry, this has got an end to it. But Dan Murray made what do you say, 25 grand, 30 grand, something like that from a commercial.
Made a Burger King.
So it was he went out and bought a Camaro, which was like 12 grand at the time. So how much money did you make from Markel?
That's funny. Nothing. Well, not nothing. I made it equated to nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
You had to drop in. That took any credit there was.
I couldn't. I think I remember getting maybe one, maybe two checks. Which were probably like $12 and maybe
Oh,
13.
Oh,
shit.
yeah. There's a lot of administrative expenses involved in
I
all
think
this stuff.
the deal was 33 cents a
The
slide.
creative person gets nothing.
That's in, but I mean, probably not too many sold, really, to be honest with you. There it is. Oh no,
Yeah.
okay. So that's David Narducci. That's what I'm trying to think of. David Narducci. That's David Narducci right there.
That looks like the cover.
Yeah, that's a cover of Skate Rider. Yes, that would be
There's a slide.
yeah.
Brand new Park Rider wheels.
Santa
Yeah.
Cruz, that board had not been ridden before the parking lot where they put it together.
That's the skate ramp in his backyard. That's only 8 feet wide, as you can see there.
Yeah.
That ramp was gnarly, man. It was narrow and it was tall. And yeah, we skated it
Oh,
all the time.
Look, there's the freaking basketball rim.
Yeah.
It's 10 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes everything different. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy what we used to skate. Oh my God, all of us, not just us, you guys, all of
Yeah.
us
Oh yeah. It's
skated. What we pioneered. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Does that have a flat bottom or was that round?
I always like that
oh
picture.
my.
That's a favorite picture. Yeah,
Look at that edger
that's
on
me.
the freaking glass. That is gnarls.
That is me at Clearwater, and
Clearwater, yeah.
we used to make those edgers. Remember, George?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. I've got pictures of it myself.
I mean, that's
And
a
look at that,
movie.
we got the Clearwater Skate Park sticker on the nose of the board. Thank you very much, Clyde.
Water,
That's a-
an edger
That's
is a
a
move.
flat skateboard.
Yeah.
That's a flat skateboard, everyone. And Clyde is actually an alien if you look inside the helmet. Not really. It's really an alien.
Yeah, but look at all those rock and roll marks on the bottom of that skateboard. Flat or not, it still works.
What wheels are these? They're not
Those
road
are,
riders.
That was a Road Rider wheel. It was called the Nucleus.
I was gonna say
They
those are
only made
blue
it-
road riders. Yep, blue road riders. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember. I remember either you or Kelly telling me the story about those, but
I don't.
What was your
You have to ask Kelly. Yeah.
what was your friend's name, Clyde? Your best friend?
Ben?
Is that him right there going, I can skate that good? Look at him. Got his hand
No.
on his hip.
No, that's not him. No.
that's
That guy's got shoes on. That guy's got shoes on and a
There's a
shirt.
gal with a broken arm next to him there.
I think that's Crystal.
It
That
looks
is a
like
good
Crystal, yeah.
I bet because Crystal broke her arm
Well, let me
about
go.
that time.
Whoa.
That looks
All right.
like her, yeah.
Well, so
Yeah,
this
that's a
was
great
Clearwater
picture.
Skate Park, kids. That was facing Drew Street down there. And there was the lovely
Oh my God! Look at that concrete work. God.
it was ours. I got better when I moved away from there for some reason. And this is Bruce Walker then and now.
Yeah.
So a great pioneer and
The Godfather.
yeah,
Godfather of Florida
Godfather.
skateboarding.
Thank you, George. Yeah, Bruce is a godfather for sure. Yeah,
I know
he's
that cannot be denied.
not being denied. Yeah, he's
So-
still at it, from what I understand. He's on Oahu. He's on the main Hawaiian island.
So
Oahu.
I grabbed this out of video just because it's the surf style is unmistakable, Clyde. It's just, it's like it's not anybody else's frontside grind. It's definitely a surf style thing. So
Well,
just-
thank you. And yeah, I'd love to comment on that. I've never seen this picture either, but I love surfing and always have. And I think in today still, definitely my front side grind was all about surfing for me. Whenever I had did anything front side, like really all my skateboarding I'm more comfortable front side than I am backside, and even back then, and it really all kind of came from surfing. As far as the comfortability goes, and even the translating surfing into skateboarding, to me, it was all front side grinds specifically. And then of course I always wanted to go up and do a lip slide, a belly slide. We were trying to do that just before airs in surfing, before people like Martin Potter, Marvin,
Christian Fletcher.
oh,
Yeah, Martin Potter. Yeah.
Martin Potter, yeah, Martin
Yeah.
Potter. Okay, before he started doing airs, we were doing hops. Remember surfing? We'd do these chop hops or something you'd call them, and so you'd try to hop up onto the lip of the wave. And so I wanted to do that skateboarding too. And at the time we had the Clyde slide was all part of it. And so that was all visions of what I wanted to use the Clyde slide for. It wasn't just dropping in. Actually, way before that, let's back up some for Phil. The Clyde slide I originally built because it was before any kind of bank skateboarding or vertical skating. I literally went to my dad and I said, Dad, we're trying to street skate and the curbs. We got to get off our skateboard to go over the curbs. So I need something to go to hop the curb, to go through the curb. And he's the one who built the first Clyde slide. He actually built me obviously he was an engineer, and he cut a piece of plexiglass, not plexiglass, PVC pipe in half and fastened it to the skateboard, and it worked. And so I used that thing for a while, and then
that's a wonderful story right there.
I want to say that I want to say they actually maybe fell by the wayside for a little while, and then until Markel picked them up, and so Markel refined them, and it became the Clyde slide of today.
Yeah.
But it was as far back as just jumping up onto the sidewalk, and then it became wanting to do like lip slides.
That's before the ollie. So
yeah,
you
before
have
the
to
ollie, yeah,
figure out how to do it.
Yeah, and then that jumps into the story of why, basically the ollies. How would you say it? He ruined all the lappers' business. Once everybody figured out the ollie, there's no need for a lapper anymore.
Yeah.
So there you go. So thanks to Alan, there's been no lapper business at all.
You want me to get my boys against Alan? I'll take care of him with that ollie.
That's what I always say. I had the Clyde slide until Alan came out, and then there was no need. So. Which we do appreciate.
I'm proud of your dad for chipping in and figuring something out for you. Must have loved you, so that's great.
Yeah, there you go. And that's back to saying what kind of support did my dad give, and those were the little bits of support he gave.
It's part of your legacy. It's very nice.
Yeah,
I
agree. Yeah,
and he got a lot of royalties also, like you did.
No, he didn't get any royalties. Well, he likes to claim it. He in the background he claims it. He goes, I'm Clyde slide, just so you know. And I go, great, Dad, I give you credit. I give you the credit. I'm doing right now, all right? I'm giving my dad is the one who built the first Clyde. I thought of it. Okay. I thought of it.
Yeah, right.
But we lost George. Oh
yeah,
George,
sorry, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Good catch, George.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's one of the wonders of our program. We can have multiple Georges.
But real quick too, speaking of the Clyde slide, before we move on,
Can we go back?
I do understand that. I think I had the very first lapper. I think the Clyde slide was the first lapper before the bird. And
absolutely. Yeah, I support that.
And so I'll take that credit. I like it.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
All right. So look at this. This captures a bunch
I still have, real quick too. I've kind of I still can't do an ollie. Okay. Just let y'all know. And everyone else know that I still can't do an ollie.
I can't do it either.
Lately, I've been thinking that maybe I should try to learn to do an ollie. So I may still learn at 64 years old. But I have, this is my skateboard right here. This is what I'm riding right now. And so I do have a Clyde slide.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
The Elgato board.
Elgato model I went in 2022, I think it was. Yep. For a Hester's thing he had going on at La Quinta Skate Park. It was really, really something. George was there.
That's right. That was a lot of fun.
George and Professor and and McGill and all kinds, man. That was really
Sam,
something.
Sam and Donnie were there. That was good. Yeah, it was funny
Oh,
because Schmidt's
yeah.
like, "Hey, have you seen Clyde?" I'm like, "What? What's Clyde doing here?" And there he is, like, "Fucking A, bro." That was so great.
God, how did I go there? Why in the world did I go there? I think I just started talking with Mike. You know, I just got back into skateboarding just before that. Social media did it to me. You know, I was watching Kelly and his crew at his pool,
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. I mean, I hadn't skated with exception of a couple moments in 40 years since 1981. And and um and my brain is saying I can do that. I want to do that. And then well, shoots, it wasn't as easy as I thought, and it still isn't. I have a bad knee. My knee doesn't know anything about skateboarding, so it's trying to slow me down. It's holding me back. But my brain
yeah,
still wants to skate, so I fight the
No
two.
hope for you. Get a new knee.
Yeah, that's what people say, but you know, I'm just living with what I have. Yeah. I've acclimated with surfing, motorcycle riding, skateboarding
So,
is the hardest one for sure.
so is this you currently?
So surfing, yeah, you know, I live on Kauai, Phil, and it's a magical place. And surfing, like I said earlier, I love surfing and I still love surfing. And and out here we get to play with so many styles of surfing, you know, and I've kind of gravitated to a big board. As you can see there, I'm riding big boards, and the big board feels different on the wave. It just feels different. And I like that. I like the meaning of surfing. I like the energy of the ocean and the simplicity of it all of the big board, but at the same time it's a challenge too. And
We're seeing that now on skateboarding with women on big boards doing ballet, just
yeah.
cruising along and doing these modern dance moves on a big board. It has a firmer ride or a smoother ride. And it's really interesting.
That is a beautiful form of skateboarding. I've seen that too on some videos. You know, dancing is not that's not my thing, but it is pretty. And the same with surfing, you know, some guys can dance on their surfboards, and that's a beautiful thing too. Um, Again, not my style. Even though I ride a big board, I still basically just surf it, as you can kind of see there in the middle photo.
yeah.
Yeah, great shot.
Matter of fact, the first photo there, that's about as stylish as I get. That's just taking off and making some kind of funny gesture. Um, you know, the good part of that one is there's somebody behind me. Yeah,
Looks like he's on a paddle board. What's he got, a paddle
Yeah.
wheel?
that's a paddle boarder. That's a sup.
Yeah.
Yeah, paddle boarder. That's
Hey, hey, it's a big world. Everybody's got to find something to have fun with.
So
What else
yeah.
we got, Ed?
So
there's
Clyde,
there was no
you talk about Clyde talking about Kauai. I used to get over there back when I used to work because being retired now is just great. But I would get over there every now and then. But met a buddy, I met a guy I used to work with over there, Doug Phillips.
Oh, Doug. Yeah.
And it was funny because Doug was from Gainesville. Doug went to school at Gainesville. Both he and his wife graduated from Gainesville and skated with us at that exact same time. It was so freaking crazy because we were talking about skateboarding. It's like, yeah, I used to skate. And I'm like, oh, really? And Gainesville? Yeah, I used to go there. And then one thing led to another. It's like, did you know Clyde Rodgers? I'm like, hell yes. It was freaking hilarious to see him. I stayed at his Ohana suite a couple months ago. But
Oh,
anyway,
wow.
just
Out here on the North Shore?
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
just,
He's
you
up.
just,
He's up
you
around
went
the
right by
corner.
my house. You went right by my house.
Oh,
It's like,
fuck! That
But
sucks. We were working
Conway's
our
on
butts
North
off.
Shore, right?
There wasn't much downtime then. We actually had to work,
yeah.
but that was pretty cool. Sorry I missed you.
Let me share a story of Doug, since you mentioned Doug. So I moved here in early '93. It was right after Hurricane Iniki, and Doug was part of the Nepali Adventures boating. They had a couple of boats that they used to take tourists up and down the coast, and so Hurricane Iniki wiped everybody out, beat up all their boats, and they were part of that. And so I moved here and I put up a little flyer on the bulletin board and said surfboard repair because I came over to build houses with a buddy Gator. And at the same time, I was doing a little bit of surfboard repair. And Doug spotted that and he called me and he says, "Hey, we're rebuilding our boats. Do you know how to do fiberglass work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I do." And so I go over there and one day and so they hire me and I'm working, we're inside this big boat and we're working on it, rebuilding it. And he's like, "What's your last name?" I think maybe it was my first check, right? My first check. And he's like, I said, "Rodgers." And he says, "Rodgers, Clyde Rodgers." Dude, I have old skateboard video, Super 8s of you skateboarding in Gainesville. You're right. There you go. That's the Doug
Great.
Phillips. And I'm like, no shit. And so yeah, we became great close friends. Doug is a legend, as we call him out here, a legend. You know, he really backs up his talent. He's a solid guy.
He's really great to work with, and he's got some pretty cool projects. He's got that big project that Mr. Zuckerberg's doing that nobody knows about up there. But
you know that there's something to be said about nobody knows about, you know, really, because we don't. He's right down the road. We don't know anything about him other than he's building his own little world there for sure, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's for sure. At least he serves.
They put
But anyway, sorry for the side.
skate pool.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd give him surfing credit. You know, anybody can buy a surfboard and go surf, you know.
That's it. We'll just leave it at that. Yes, I know. Okay, sorry to break in on that, Ed. But,
no, it's all right. I was gonna maybe show a couple of videos, and then if I could find them, I don't know where they're at anymore. Maybe I should have been more prepared. And then what we can do from that is then schedule a schedule another time because we're running
technical difficulty on the screen now, Ed. What's it? We gotta move the show along. You know,
I see all four of us. I see all four of us.
Yeah, I know you do. It's nice of you to do that.
So,
let's talk about Ed's beard.
So the other thing I want to say real quick, I want to thank all skaters. You know, I really do. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Charlie Gonzalez. You know, and those early guys that you know, just I guess I'd be specific that the Skateboarding Hall of Fame, right? I wasn't really a part of that. I mean, as far as being there when y'all started that, but to be voted in, you know, thought of from the friends, I really never really got to say thank you for that, but it really means a lot, man. I mean, holy crap, I wasn't even there, you know, and people thought of myself, and I appreciate that big time. But beyond that, even I appreciate all the skaters for what we've all done. I mean,
absolutely, yeah.
And every time
that era was fast paced. You finished skateboarding in what, 81, 82, you were done with skateboard, but from 75 to 81, the stuff that happened was just phenomenal and pioneering maneuvers that nobody had ever done in the history of humanity. Just
got to watch that, Phil. Phil, did you mostly just watch that from Gainesville, from your park, or?
No, I have a psychological problem, very schizophrenic. I was in multiple parks at the same time with my Super 8 cameras.
Okay, that's right. Now, you know, don't worry. Sorry, my bad too. It just hit me. No, wait a minute. Phil took pictures. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was not a front person. I was a background person.
So Phil and I, we want you to see this, and then we'll talk a little bit and ring off. But let's go through this. I think you'll enjoy it, Clyde.
Where is that?
This is Clearwater Skate Park.
Working extensions.
West Aho.
Crank up
He
the sound.
ate it.
Too bad. I was going to work with the smart, just doing his famous belly drop using a Clyde slide. Yes.
Using a Clyde slide.
Wow.
The cross country run. Okay.
So this is Oasis.
There's Kelly.
This is Oasis.
Yes.
Whoa.
You guys going to Oasis? That's Steve Cathy. That's Steve
Oh,
Cathy's
was it
truck
Bruce?
right there.
That blonde was me.
So the guy driving the truck. So the guy in the red there, the guy with the red. Oh my God. Is that Jimbo?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
There's Clyde.
With the red shirt on.
And
Yeah,
there's Kathy.
That's also Steve. Steve also had a red tank top on.
Yeah, he had a red sleeveless on.
Yeah.
But Pineapple was there as well. They showed Pineapple some.
Yep. Yeah, this is
He loves his cess slides. Whoop, here we go with the rollout.
speaking of grip tape, there was some of that. What they call
Partial
that?
whip.
Pizza deck. The
Yeah.
pizza deck. Oh, there's Kelly.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen this. I've seen one video of me in this pool and the stuff of Steve, but I haven't seen Kelly right here.
There's Dennis Martinez on the deck.
Get a Kelly.
Yeah, buddy. Look at that Andrecht. Are you kidding me?
That's
Sweet.
early. That's early.
That, yeah. No
There he
shit.
goes.
That's awesome.
Front side. Nice. Oh,
See, we got the figure 8 car.
Nice hair.
Big hair.
Big
Yeah.
out.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
hey, okay, I want to say, like your new show, Ed, with who did what first?
Yeah.
That grind to tail slide. I want to say I did that first.
All right.
Okay.
That you can claim it. There's I
Oh,
don't
wait.
Oh, look at the layback too.
Did
That
we
was
see
me.
that?
That was me. Those are two different shots, huh? Two different vids. Ew.
Coming on strong.
Throwed out grind, throwed out layback, pulls it off with speed.
Comes
Very
off
good.
with speed. That's the
all
real key.
surfing. That was all surfing for us right there.
Lots
Wow.
of people can do laybacks.
Oh,
Oh,
right on the coping.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Oh,
Wait, who was
stink bug invert.
was that? You doing the drop in? Is that you?
No, that was Steve Cathy. Oh, trying to. Oh, he did a little tap and roll.
No, that last
hold
one-
on. Hold on. Let's see
Back
this.
up. Back up. That's Steve.
Yeah, watch this little tap and roll that he does.
He does a drop in. Does he have a Clyde slide on?
Probably not. Not Steve. No.
All right,
That's
hold
me
on.
right there.
That's you. Then it goes to him, and it looks like he's doing a straight drop.
Straight. So he's got that. Now watch this rock and roll he does.
Oh, little tappy.
Tap and roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clyde and Kelly.
you got to deck it if you don't deck it, it doesn't count.
Oh my gosh.
Clyde Rodgers, the Markel products coming up. So
Whoa.
Nice no-handed wheeler. Works those bumps pretty good for non-local.
Yeah,
Small coming up, recovering in the fine. Nice wheeler.
severe edge on the hardest wall.
Nice edge on the other side. Coming up could be something radical.
This is a year later. You got shirts.
Oh,
I've never seen these.
Well, good. We're glad to be able to show them to you. Look at Bear, almost getting
Bear,
it
yeah.
every time.
Who was Bear?
Big dude,
He was he's a skate
skates east.
photographer from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And he would shoot East Coast skate events.
Well, we stayed with him in Cherry Hill,
Yep.
but I don't remember him. But I remember the name Bear.
Yeah. He was a big curly hair beard guy. But yeah, he used to shoot. He just loved shooting skate photos. They were okay. He was just there. That was the best part, and he had good equipment.
Yeah. And who is this guy?
Wait, this I think it's you, but Bear had stuff that he wanted to party with that I would not do.
Oh,
He's in a different Venn diagram.
well,
Yes,
we were too
but
young. Were we too young for that?
unfortunately, I did.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that might be Daly. Sorry, look at that air. That was a nice air, Clyde.
That one's me.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's me in the orange. In the
That
orange.
might be Daly, huh?
that's Daly. Yeah, Daly. That's Clyde there.
Yeah.
But Daly, you saw the ponytail.
There's
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah. Similar. There's Marcus. There's Markel.
Yeah.
That's Marcus.
High as a kite. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, him and that's me right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Sea Dog were up to some funny business. Now that I look back on it, right?
Yeah.
Well, we all made it out, and that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, the backside ollie. Are you kidding
Backside
me?
ollie. Okay, I got a story.
Fucking
I got another story for you.
Ah, that's good.
I'm I'm going to have to claim it. I think I did the first backside ollies.
A. There you go.
Now, let me tell you
That's
why.
awesome.
Ah,
Let me
nice.
tell you why. Let me tell
I
you
don't
why.
remember that at all. That's
Because
great.
I couldn't do the frontside ollies. So I said, so one day I was at Oaks Pool and I couldn't do frontside ollies. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to learn them backside. So I started doing them backside at Oaks Pool. And
Wow.
I've never seen a photo of it. I mean, I don't think I gave it much attention after a little bit of that.
Well, people
That's
still don't do
awesome.
them big. I mean, some people do like huge, lazy 4-foot ollies
Oh.
frontside, but they don't do backside ones that way.
Those big floaters they do nowadays are amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's
I'm gonna get sick. Feels
Kevin.
That's pretty
Kevin
cool.
Staub gets 6 feet out
Rewind
on
that.
his.
Ed, rewind that. And let's watch that one more time, please. Just the backside.
It's gonna cost you. There's George Wilson.
There's Mikey.
Yeah, it was Mike. Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, if you want,
that's
Phil can take 3 seconds and put them back to back to back like 100 times, and you can just watch.
Oh, this is all your stuff, Phil?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'd love to do that. I'll take that and put it
Look at
together
that.
for you.
That's awesome.
See that?
like
Backside ollie right there, you guys.
Oh, we gotta watch it
I
again.
had
when this
no
goes.
idea. That's so great.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
that's wicked right there.
Proof. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
That's summer of '79.
I don't know how you got that. I don't even remember doing that.
Well,
That's the funny part is you see pictures like I don't even remember being there, and
Yeah.
you're doing something that should be memorable. There's Mikey right there. There's McGill.
All
I
right.
don't know if that's Diaz or Daly back there.
That might be my brother. He had a black Protec.
George Wilson being silly.
Yeah.
We like silly.
Oh my God.
Here it
He's
is.
stomping those inverts.
I'll have to
Dang.
say, I liked the front side air. Okay. I liked front side air, but after that, it was kind of all the beginning of the end for me, to be honest with you. I liked grinding. I liked everything with wheels on.
Yeah.
But when they
Yeah.
started flying, which of course we all did,
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah.
but it was not my safe. That was not my safe spot right there. I like front side grinds and front side laybacks. That's
We
my-
have to be quiet when we listen to this because you do grind.
All right, crank it up.
Oh, hold on.
I don't hear
No. Well, the
It goes
problem-
backwards, it works.
So where I got
That's a great shot.
got out of my comfort zone is when you started taking your feet off the board. So
All right.
varials and
Finger flips.
foot plants and finger, all of that. I was like, yeah, I just can't do that. I don't want to do that. I like keeping my feet on the board. And
you
it. Long way down.
You guys still skated into the 80s then, right, George?
yeah. I mean, I skated pretty hard until the mid 80s, and then stepped away and went to Europe for 7 or 8 years, and then came back and picked it up again. I
So
skated a bunch in Albuquerque, and in like 94 to 2004. I was skating pretty much all the time.
So this
Right
is
on.
when did you skate for Santa Cruz? 77, 78? Because this is you. They call you Santa Cruz. They don't know your name.
Yeah.
I got to go
Yeah.
pull the chicken out of the oven. Be right back.
That was
Okay.
just a minute. That was just a minute. Oh, wow. This is the pool at Gainesville, right?
Yeah. Is that you?
Yeah, that would be me.
All right.
I'll be done here in 9 minutes.
Oh, okay. There's no coping. So this is summer, either early summer 78 or summer 77. Because when I got there, they told me there was coping and marine epoxy in Phil's office. And I said, well, why the hell is it there?
Yeah.
Let's put it on. So
Well, I remember it both ways. I remember when we were grinding the coping in that pool.
yeah,
Yep.
it was sketchier without it.
Those Santana, that's it. That helmet was a Santana helmet.
Yeah.
God, fucking dreaded. And all those Norcon helmets.
Look at that. Hustling for another run. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's back
Wow.
when we could skate 2 minutes and 2 minutes straight.
He's pissed, it says. So there's some of us announcing. And there you are. That's it.
All right.
Wow.
That was good
That's
stuff.
So
old stuff, man. I've never seen any of that. Thank you, Phil. Yeah.
now we have enough to do another instead of rushing to get all this in. We found, I think Clyde's figured out that we're not gonna, nothing bad's gonna happen here. We're having a good time. And if you guys are okay with it, let's take a week off and come back, and then we'll talk more about coming of age, coming and doing all the other things that I've got pictures of and videos. And
Clyde, you went to a lot of the different parks. Maybe we'll get some pictures from some of the other parks too.
I don't know what I got, but
back in the film days.
yes, but it's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself, Clyde.
I did. Yeah, totally. I enjoy seeing you guys. That's number one for me always. It's been, ever since I kind of got back into skating, again, because of this internet revolution. It's been great. I've been loving watching today, that's why I've been going to California. I mean, I never expected to have this, what I've been doing lately. I mean, I've been to California probably a dozen times now just to go skateboarding.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Well, it'd be fun, Clyde, to come on back on and we'll put some pictures of some of the people you skated with, some of the places you skated, and then give us a background story of some of that, because it was a fabulous era and a lot of fun. So.
Yeah,
skating great at the Vans Park a couple months ago.
Oh, I wouldn't call that great, but thank you, George.
I was so fucking jealous. I was like, why don't I have my gear? I was like,
Dude.
No, I don't want to get out there. And I was like, oh, Clyde's doing it. I could do that. I was so
that's what happened to me. That's why I'm out there, because I was like, oh my God, those guys are doing it. I can do that. But then it just like, skateboarding's been the hardest thing for me to come back to. It really has. It's because I'm fighting my brain. I want so much more in my brain. My body will not let me do it. The transitions, there's transitions. Skaters don't even know what I'm talking about because it's so easy to them. But when you go away from it, then your body falls apart, or you hurt something, which I have knee issue, it's not familiar with skateboarding. And there's so many transitions that you have to have all the body parts working right, or you have to at least been doing it right. I took 40 years off, came back with a bad knee, and the knee just will not cooperate. It just doesn't like.
Have you been on these new pump tracks as a way to loosen up your knees and stuff? I love the idea of the pump track, the curves and bounces and stretching and some cardio exercise.
It is. And the pump track is actually a little bit easier on the body, is because it's, you're more straightforward. You're pumping straightforward.
Right.
Whereas parks and bowls, the transition is like this longer bend, and then bend, extension up, and then squat down, and so you're always got weight on your knees or your hips or whatever. And that's been the hard part, not killing myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ed, I was mentioning to Clyde to come back on sometime. Our pictures of the people he skated with and give us some background stories of all those characters in different places he skated. We'll get those pictures to look at.
Oh, sure. I'll be happy to dig through a couple hours of. I got plenty of time.
The reason that I'm still skating or got back into skating is because I love it so much. You love it so much that you go ahead and suck up, that's humility, right? You just suck it up and just do what you can and love it for that, and enjoy what everyone else is doing, because it's really amazing what.
Well, it's just a toy. Just enjoy the toy.
Well, it's been great fun. I enjoyed hanging out with you. And then I gotta. You guys want me to play I gotta play this video. It's let's see here.
Wow, look at those pictures.
I know, I'm about over you. Looking at pictures of you.
I
Clyde.
had like 30 pictures, and he's like, dude, we only have so much time.
Yeah.
Like, there's about that is for you to look at and pick some. Yeah. Oh,
this is where we were sitting at the Hall of Fame. So yeah, there's people standing around out here at stand-up tables, and then there's whatever, doesn't matter. So Monty's on my right side where this.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was Monty right there. Right?
I can watch it forever. It's the best I've got.
Yeah, he's great. That guy is great. You guys there. Yeah.
Well, as the night got on, he could understand less of what was going on, and that was, so he was ready to leave for the night anyway. So he's what the fucking. But we've got plenty more stuff to talk about that we haven't gotten. We've gotten here 17 slides, and we've got 25, and I feel sure that within 2 days I'll have another 50 from Clyde.
Hey, this has been fun. This has been it's been a joy seeing you, Clyde, and talking with you, because it's been a long time, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, the memories are just there, and it's just a wild moment in our history.
I'm wearing my helmet next time.
I think it's a new thing, because you get my age, you fall down, you need to have a helmet on,
I think we might start wearing SIO hip pads like every day.
Yeah, hip pads, the whole bit.
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
We're going to do the Rodney Mullen outfit, and we'll have the whole bit. So.
That's right. Wrist guards. Okay, well.
Padded clothes for adults. Yep.
Hey, George, tell the lovely Miss Dee we all said hi. We love her.
Will do.
Guys, hang on for a minute. George has got to go and cook. He's got chicken on hold.
Get us out of here, Ed. Come on,
George. Thanks for joining us, George.
Thanks everyone for
always a pleasure.
Thank you for watching the 70th edition of the.
I remember how tall George was. I remember how tall George was on his skateboard. He was tall.
He's the same height.
No, I think he was taller on his skateboard.
And I always stood up really straight because I just couldn't crouch down.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we had a good time. But hey, everybody, if you're watching and you like it, share it, follow it, send it out. Tell your friends about it, and we'd like to know who you want us to interview. And if you're interested in making AI cartoons of skateboarding, we want to hear from you.
Roll it, fly it, catch the groove. Skater tune, watch Clyde move from the Skateboarding Bro Show. Wow!
A fearless Florida teenager was discovering that gravity could be challenged. His name was Clyde Rodgers.
This was Clyde's laboratory. Every run was faster, every carve was higher, every session pushed skateboarding into exciting new territory. The higher Clyde flew, the more impossible his skating seemed. His smooth style inspired a generation of Florida skateboarders.
One unforgettable contest featured an aerial showdown between Clyde Rodgers and Kelly Lynn, thrilling everyone watching.
Clyde wasn't satisfied with simply riding skateboards. His signature Clyde slide promised smoother turns and fewer wheel hang-ups. Many future champions watched pioneers like Clyde and grew from foundations built by early innovators like him.
Years later, Clyde Rodgers was inducted into the Florida Skateboarding Hall of Fame for helping shape Florida's golden era.
Every generation of skateboarders stands on the shoulders of pioneers. Clyde Rodgers didn't just ride the future, he helped invent it.
Just remembered, it rolls forward on 4 wheels. Thank you, Clyde Rodgers, for helping build Florida skateboarding.
Roll it, fly it, catch the groove. Skater tune, watch Clyde move from the Skateboarding Bro Show.
You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love.